In this video, I'm going to talk about how I got into tech sales with no background in tech, no background in sales, and how I built an epic remote lifestyle, being able to work anywhere in the world, getting paid well, and how you could do the same thing. And it doesn't have to be sales, it could be another department. So if you're someone who's feeling stuck, you really want to work remotely and be able to travel, this video is for you. Okay, let's talk about how we get a remote job, or in my case, remote tech sales. So I started by researching what jobs you can do from a computer, and I started to break them into categories, disqualifying anything that requires a coding or software engineering degree. And then I started looking at where I could see myself using my natural strengths. So I'm more of a people person, so I started looking at customer-facing roles. But then you also have other categories like marketing, design, UX, and there's a lot of entry-level jobs in there if you don't want to be on the customer-facing side of things. What I did is, instead of applying directly to big tech companies, I looked at a local radius in my area at small little startups with maximum 5 employees that were very tech forward. And what I mean by tech forward is, digital marketing agencies or social media agencies, videography and photography services, even consulting firms, little startups that are working from a computer and are likely using software that you would also find in a lot of tech jobs as well. The barrier to entry to these startups is way lower. They're also gonna pay you way lower as well, but that's okay because we know we're gonna take a bit of a dip in pay because we're learning something new, and then it will pay us back in the future in our second year and so forth. If you're really eager to help a small startup out, chances are they're gonna jump at the opportunity. Once you start doing that job, now you're learning some really basic terminology and skills that people in the tech industry are doing. You're probably using a CRM, you're probably using marketing or sales tools. You're gonna learn all the lingo, and even though you're not getting paid very well right now, you're gaining skills to move you forward. Once you've been doing that for roughly 6 months or a year, now you've got enough of a background to apply to actual tech companies. How you apply to the tech companies is also very important. You don't want to just try to barge in the front door and apply through the normal application flow. You want to do a bit of a backdoor entry, if you will. That sounds a bit funny, but what I mean is you want to reach out on LinkedIn to about 10 different people at 10 different tech companies you're interested in. People like yourself that work, let's say, in sales, in my example. And I'm not asking them for a job, I'm just asking them how they got into their role. People jump at the opportunity to mentor and teach another person. They're gonna love talking about themselves. So just ask them, hey, how did you get into your role? I'm curious to learn from your experience, and how do you find working at XYZ company? This can be done over a short Zoom meeting, or it can be done over messaging in LinkedIn, but you're gonna develop a bit of rapport with all these people at these different companies. In the near future, when an entry-level position opens up, that's when you can leverage that little relationship you've built, and these people can generate a referral application for you. Believe it or not, every tech employee in the tech industry, or most companies, can generate an application with a referral link on it, so you automatically get pushed to the top of the pile and you get a foot in the door for an interview. That is without a doubt the best way of getting that first interview. I'll make another video about best interviewing practices, but of course you're gonna wanna research the company beforehand, figure out all of their values, what their mission is, all of the products and services they have, what they've done in the past and what they're doing now and what they wanna do in the future. Really orient yourself with that company and try to figure out where your personality fits in with their values. If you show up in the interview and you put your best foot forward, it doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of tech skills. If you're eager, you show that you're hardworking, you're passionate, and you align with their mission, you've got a very good chance at getting into this company, especially with that referral application that they got. Once you get into an entry-level position in a tech company, it's just about working hard and you will grow very fast. Tech companies tend to reward hardworking people within 1 year, 2 years very quickly, so you don't have to stay in that same role for very long. Maybe just doing 1 year and then pushing into another department or another role. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna make more videos about tips and strategies to build that remote lifestyle. See you in the next one.